Live from KSAT 12, the Nightbeat starts right now.
People are finally being held accountable.
Multi-suspensions and a possible retirement. The fallout from the May 24th shooting at Robb Elementary continuing tonight. How the parents of the victims are reacting to what happened today.
Plus, unfinished roads, sidewalks, and metal pipes making things difficult for people along the St. Mary's Strip. What crews are doing to get this major construction job finished.
But first tonight, the entire Uvalde CISD Police Department is suspended after criticism for their response to the shooting at Robb Elementary.
And just hours after that announcement came down, the district superintendent announced his plans to retire. Superintendent Hal Harrell emailed staff this afternoon about his retirement options.
The school district also announced Lieutenant Miguel Hernandez with UCISD Police on administrative leave, and school administrator Ken Mueller is retiring. Now Uvalde parents feeling a sense of relief in all this.
Right, as the night team's John Paul Barajas explains, 10 days of protests outside of the district's administration building ended in relief.
That people are finally being held accountable. Still not being super transparent, but we've gotten a little bit of accountability. So it's a win, and we don't get very many of those.
Protests and persistence turned to tears of joy and emotional hugs, as nearly 2 weeks of camping outside the Uvalde administration building has paid off for Brett Cross and other Uvalde parents.
Always, bro.
These families from different backgrounds forever tied together through tragedy.
I don't have the exact words I want to say, but I mean, it's motivation, you know. It keeps us wanting to fight even more because we're still not done. Unfortunately, we're still not done.
Now it's time to pack up, go home, and take in a moment they feared would never come.
I'm going to shower, and I'm going to go home and play with my kids, and then I'm going to sleep for like 3 days.
Uvalde CISD put out a statement saying it's suspending its police department for the time being. Shortly after, Superintendent Hal Harrell announcing his retirement.
There's so much more that still is probably going to come out. And we're not going to give up. We're going to continue because there are still other children that go to school here.
Next, families say they want to see added security measures at all campuses that the district promised.
This is a good start. Good start. We got to come together. We got to right the wrongs that happened that caused May 24th to happen.
For the time being, while Uvalde CISD's police department is suspended, state troopers will be tasked with patrolling campuses for the district. And come Monday, they will be having a closed session meeting for the district to discuss retirement options for the superintendent. John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, John Paul. After almost 2 months, a capital murder suspect is back in police custody. Karnes County Sheriff's deputies arresting 37-year-old Richard Montez at a hotel around 4 this afternoon. Montez re-indicted by a Bexar County grand jury for allegedly killing 14-year-old Angel Gabarra and 69-year-old Benito Gallegos in 2018.
Charges dismissed against the teenager who was shot by a now former San Antonio police officer. Bexar County District Attorney Joe Gonzalez says that Eric Cantu's charges are being dropped after reviewing the body cam video, but that could change after further investigation. The officer who shot Cantu, James Brennard, was fired after the incident. Gonzalez says that they're investigating if he's going to face any charges on top of that.
When we charge an officer with a crime, it is a very serious matter and we take it very seriously. But we do that because I have made a commitment to this community that there is no one that is above the law, and we will hold everyone accountable, even members of law enforcement.
As for Eric Cantu, he's still in the hospital recovering from his injuries.
Now for a look at your headlines in your Nightbeat News Flash. A former San Antonio police detective who mishandled more than 100 sexual assault cases now avoiding prison time. Bexar County court records show Kenneth Valdez was sentenced to 4 years probation after mishandling around 130 cases nearly 5 years ago. He also has to pay more than $1,300 in fines. Our KSAT Investigates team tried speaking with the DA's office and Valdez's attorney. Haven't heard back yet, though. A person in custody tonight as the San Antonio Fire Department investigates this arson, apparent arson, at a Southside home. I say apparent, that's in quotations. That fire happened around 11:45 today in the 1200 block of Brighton Avenue. A battalion chief says investigators think a woman who used to live at the home started that fire after being evicted. Police put her in custody. The fire department rescued 8 dogs from the house. None of them were hurt. That fire caused about $40,000 in damage. And that's a look at your Nightbeat News Flash.
Safety and sales, both are top of mind for neighbors and business owners along the St. Mary's Strip as an $11.4 million construction project lingers. The night team's Alyssa Cole was there for today's community meeting with Public Works, which says crews are doing everything they can to move things along.
All that I'm doing is sort of making an appeal to you to find urgency to get bodies out here wherever you can to get this completed.
A big push to get a project done quickly. Business owners say the construction on St. Mary's Strip is killing their profits.
People are going to lose jobs because revenues are down. Like these are real things that are happening to real people here.
For the Amp Room owner, Alan Johnson, decreasing staff has already become reality.
Before the construction, we'd have 4 servers on and 3 full-time bartenders. Now we're down to 1 cocktail server and 1 bartender.
San Antonio City Public Works Department hosting a meeting on the Strip, breaking down the progress of the project.
We are in the middle of the project right now.
The director of Public Works says the project won't be complete until September 2023, but he says people will start to see visible progress by the end of this year.
8th of October, which is really 2-3 months down the road, we are going to open two-way traffic where we have closed it.
The additional 365-day wait has business owners like Johnson concerned.
The sidewalk was laid 3 weeks ago. They tore it up on Tuesday to redo it. And it's because something was done improperly.
And because this project is adding 2 bike lanes on both sides of North St. Mary's Street, people are wondering, will there be parking for this area once this project is complete? And we're hoping to get the answer to that question for you tomorrow at the San Antonio College Victory Center at 2 p.m., where the San Antonio City District 1 office will be holding a meeting regarding that topic. Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
A lot of frustration over that construction. Thank you, Alyssa. Well, the sudden increase in emergency trauma cases creating a high demand for blood, more specifically type O blood. That's why the South Texas Blood and Tissue Center asking people with type O blood, please donate. It's the type that's used most in emergency situations. The center needs around 600 people to donate every day to rebuild the supply. You can make an appointment 2 ways. One, you can call the number you see here, 210-731-5590. 2, you can go online. Visit southtexasblood.org.
All right, the countdown to Election Day is on. We're now 32 days from the November election, and here's some important dates for you to keep in mind. Next Tuesday, the last day to register to vote. October 24th is going to kick off the first day of early voting, and October 28th is the last day that you have to apply for a mail-in ballot. And of course, Election Day, which is November 8th.
You're still ahead on the Nightbeat. It's a learning disability that affects 20% of Americans, but many people don't know they have it. Makes things especially difficult for kids. But now you have an opportunity to learn about dyslexia and make a difference. We're going to tell you how after the break.
Dyslexia affects 20% of Americans. So the group Celebrate Dyslexia and Magic Theater are teaming up to put on an original play to teach people about the learning disability. It's called Eddie and Vinny.
Dyslexia really affects reading, writing, and spelling. And most of the time in school, that is what we are grading. So it is an opportunity to really build a community and spark this conversation and this dialogue with this issue that really affects 1 in 5 people.
And it also talks about what adults can learn from that so that they can take those lessons and they can recognize symptoms in their kids. And by the way, you can get tickets for Eddie and Vinny right now. You can buy them at magictheater.org. The play runs from October 15th to the 28th.
It is almost time for Light the Night. The event is dedicated to patients, survivors, and people who have lost their lives to blood cancer. I am walking, though, tomorrow for friends and families that are suffering from all types of cancer. If you want to learn more about Light the Night or attend the event, scan this QR code on your screen. It'll take you to our KSAT 12 Nightbeat page where you can help our team meet our goal. I'm going to be out there tomorrow night. Would love to see you. Light the Night starts tomorrow, 6 o'clock at Hemisphere.
And speaking of Hemisphere,
it's down there somewhere.
Somewhere.
Okay, see the dome, cross on the other side, see the tower, there you go.
You're in the general area.
You're in the area. There's Hemisphere.
74 degrees right now. What I'm noticing, Mia, is that the forecast is more or less consistent. And I'm thinking about our fellow allergy sufferers who've been complaining about ragweed.
Yes.
Today it's been rough.
I woke up this morning with just a little bit of a stuffy nose, and ragweed was probably the culprit of that. So molds were low today, which is the good news there. But yes, ragweed was about 260. So it was very much in that moderate category there for that pollen. As Stephanie mentioned, we don't have a whole lot of changes in the works here over the next few days, besides more peaks of sunshine tomorrow. So really wouldn't be surprised if ragweed was just a little elevated again tomorrow as well. All right, today, temperature wise, not too bad out there this afternoon. We had those mid and upper level clouds filtering across the region, and that actually was able to hold temperatures down just a little bit more. Near average to even slightly below average in some areas. Our high today in San Antonio, 85. It was 84 in Hondo, 81 in Carrizo Springs, and 82 up in Rock Springs. We are starting to see some of those clouds break up just a little bit more late this Friday night. 76 degrees is where we sit this hour over at the airport, a south wind on hand at about 5 miles per hour. And we did find some returns out there on the radar earlier this afternoon and evening. A lot of that was evaporating before it was able to reach the ground, thanks to some of that drier air here at the surface. But still, for a few folks, we did find a few sprinkles throughout the afternoon and evening as well. We are pretty quiet out there as we take a look at satellite and radar. But again, we do still have just some of those clouds moving across portions of South Texas tonight as well. Through the overnight hours, as we get ready to kick off any early Saturday morning plans, temperatures in the 60s for most, near average here in San Antonio, 66 in Castroville, 62 up in Bernie, 64 up in Canyon Lake. Those temperatures then rebound to the upper 80s and low 90s. I do think we will find more peaks of sunshine throughout the day tomorrow compared to what we found out there today. Those temperatures climb into the low to mid 80s for any lunchtime plans. We've got that forecast high around 89 here in San Antonio, just a little bit warmer than where we should be for this time of year, and really more of the same is expected as we head into your Sunday, if not just a touch more humidity there as well. But by Sunday night, something cool happening out on the eastern horizon. The full Hunter's moon takes place. That officially becomes full at 3:55 p.m. our time. We won't be able to see it though until about 7:19 p.m. as it rises there on the eastern horizon. But we do have partly cloudy skies in the works there. So just something cool happening there before we gear up for the upcoming work week. Speaking of which, pretty similar there as well. A quiet start, but still monitoring a front Wednesday and into Thursday that could spark up a few isolated chances for rain. So good news there.
All right, good. Thank you, Mia.
All right. You in the mood for some football? I hope so. If you're not, you're in the wrong state.
And you're also in the wrong station because we've got plenty of high school football, including a near upset tonight at number 2 Brennan. And at the same time, the Steel Knights are for real. Check out their district opener when we come back against New Braunfels, and our big game coverage road trip takes us down Highway 181. Coming up.
Hi, we're the Rohawk cheerleaders, and you're watching big game coverage on KSAT 12. Let's go, Rohawks!
Steel Knights mascots welcome us to Leno Stadium for a battle with New Braunfels to open District 27-6A. The Unicorns down 14-3, but not for long. Quarterback Leighton Adams steps up in the pocket, throws for the end zone for Landon Marsh. That gets the Unicorns within 4 at the time, but the Knights answer. Jaden Bailey takes a handoff, runs into the pile, then bursts out to the other side, and he's off to the races. He's running right at you. He's going to get tripped up at the 25-yard line, brought down at the 5. They punch it in from there to make it 21-10. We're still in the second quarter. Knights get tricky. The handoff goes to Bailey. Bailey. He pitches it back to Joe Perez on the wide receiver reverse, 28-10. We'll see if that's gone final in the 4:42-17 steal. When we arrive at Rutledge Stadium, we're greeted by Rocket cheerleaders. Judson up 30-0 in the second against East Central when we arrive, and the Rockets want more. Quarterback Elijah Favela sees what he likes and fires it deep to Michael Avery. Makes a great over-the-shoulder catch, 64-yard pitch and catch, makes it 37-0 Rockets. A final from Converse, 44-0 Judson. That's lots to cheer about if you're a Brennan Bear tonight against Warren early on. Brennan up 14-7. We arrive, and they're looking for more. Ashton DeBose takes a snap, stands tall in the pocket, and fires deep to Aaron DeBose, wide open in the end zone. 38-yard touchdown, made it 21-7. But get this, the final from Guston Stadium. Brennan wins a close one, 33-30. The national anthem performed by the Brandeis Choir tonight at Ferris Stadium before the Broncos hosted the Churchill Chargers. First quarter, J.C. Evans rolling out to his right, finds Rafe Clenenden, and watch Clenenden fight for the extra yards. He moves the pot all the way down to the Churchill 5, a 25-yard gain. Evans would run it in a couple of plays later, 7-0 Brandeis. Let's head to the big game coverage scoreboard for that final for you. 21-10, Brandeis over Churchill. Warren falls to Brennan 33-30, but gave him a heck of a game in the fourth. Steelers leading 42-17, 44-0 over East Central. Lehman making the trip from Kyle to Smithson Valley tonight. This is what you want to start your game with. If the Rangers receive the opening kickoff, Kyler Clark is going to make it all the way out of this traffic, and then he just turns on the Jets. It's a foot race. He only has one man to beat, and we wouldn't be showing it to you if he didn't. 83 yards to the house. The Rangers take a 6-0 lead. Let's see if that has gone final from Rangers Stadium, and it has 48-0 Smithson Valley. Now let's head to Comolander Stadium. First quarter, the Reagan Rattlers establish their ground game against Madison. Handoff goes to Carson Green, who waits for the lane, then explodes through the hole, picking up 22 yards where he gets pushed out at the 8-yard line. Then the very next play, Caleb Cappuccio here is just going to keep it on the quarterback run, and he gives the Rattlers the lead 7-0. The final from Comolander, 52-10 Reagan. Homecoming for Southwest Legacy as the Titans host Laredo Martin tonight. Titans in control, 28-7 in the third. They're on the 11 of Laredo Martin. Fernando Flores takes a handoff, follows his blockers all the way in for the score. The Titans lead 35-7. Back to the big game coverage scoreboard for that final here. And Southside, by the way, wins on the road 27-7. It was Southwest Legacy over Laredo Martin, 41-7. That was the final in that game. It was Smithson Valley with a shutout over Kyle Lehman, and Reagan over Madison 52-10. Highland Owls mascot trying to pump up the crowd for the Highlands comeback, down 15-0 just before the half. Quarterback Joseph Clay drops back, launches one deep. He's going to get tipped, but DeAnthony Johnson keeps his eyes on the ball and manages to make the catch, and he's gone for the 55-yard touchdown to cut the Harlandale lead to 9 at that, but the final Indians win it 45-28. Edison facing Brackenridge at Alamo Stadium. The Golden Bears take the first bite. Play action pass. Marco Gomez finds David Contreras over the middle. He outruns the defense on his way to the end zone. The 20-yard score puts Edison on top, 7-0. Final from the Rock Pile, though. Brackenridge wins it 20-16. Some great fans over at Bobcat Stadium. South San hosting Eagle Pass win. Bobcats up 14-10 early in the third quarter. Quarterback Cameron Barron calls his own number, running to the near sideline. He dives to pylon here. He's in for the 11-yard touchdown. South San leads 20-10. The final from Bobcat Stadium, 40-17 South San. Lanier cheerleaders welcome us to SAISD Sports Complex to face Sam Houston. Jordan Garcia flying into the backfield, knocking the ball loose from the ball carrier. Jovic Menchaca here falls on it for Lanier, and the Vokes are in business. But the Hurricane special team steps up. The Vokes going for the field goal, but is blocked by Jaden Cervantes here to keep the game scoreless at the half. Back to the big game coverage scoreboard to see if that has gone final. It has. Look at that, 8-7. A defensive struggle there with Lanier wins it. Brackenridge over Edison, 20-16. Harlandale gets a big win over Highlands, 45-28. South San the same over Eagle Pass win, 40-17. The Wolves fans welcome us to Davenport Stadium, where the Wolves are hosting Taylor to open District 13-4A Division 1. Late first quarter, Ducks trailing 3-0. So miscommunication on the handoff here. Quarterback Joshua Milankak here keeps it himself, running right, cuts back against the grain, and races the pylon for the 28-yard touchdown. Taylor goes up 7-3, but Davenport comes back to take it 32-29. The Bernie Greyhounds putting their #1 record on the line tonight against Uvalde. Bernie caps off the opening drive right here. Running back Adam Hicks sees a ton of daylight to his left, goes in from 15 yards out to put the Greyhounds on top. 7-0. The final from Bernie. Greyhounds take it 62-7. Battling Billies of Fredericksburg in town to face Memorial Minutemen. Battling Billies defense comes up with a big play right here. The quarterback pitch is too late. That's a fumble. Weston Herbert is there for the fall on the ball of Fredericksburg, and they capitalize on the turnover. Running back Jesse Leha delivers a knockout punch. The 8-yard score plus a 2-point conversion makes it 8-0 Fredericksburg in the first. The final 36-0 Fredericksburg. Here come the Randolph Rohawks ready to host Llano here. Home team strikes first of the opening drive. Quarterback Aaron Davis fakes a handoff, keeps it himself. No one's even close to him, so he strolls in the end zone for the 33-yard touchdown. 7-0 lead at the time. Back to the big game coverage scoreboard to see the final of that one. And Randolph falls to Llano 21-14. Fredericksburg over Memorial 36-0. Elsewhere, Bernie over Uvalde 62-7. And Davenport wins a close one over Taylor 32-29. Strike of the band across the street at Central Catholic. The Buttons are down 14-3 to Houston St. Thomas. Third quarter, the Buttons find the end zone. Jonathan Wynkom powers his way in from a yard out. Buttons are only down 4. Let's see if they can complete the comeback as we return to the big game coverage scoreboard. A few more scores here. 35-18. Central Catholic loses that one to St. Thomas. Somerset over Kennedy 53-0 in Bulldog Nation. Divine shuts out YMLA 56-0. The Seguin with a big win over Bernie Champion 42-21. We're just getting started. Up next, our big game coverage road trip. Fan cam, more highlights and more scores. But first, let's listen to the Sotomayor Wildcats marching band. Here we go. Our big game coverage road trip has Larry and photographer Eddie Latigo headed down Highway 181 with stops in Falls City, Poth, and Floresville. That's where we find our Larry Ramirez live in Tiger Country. Grrr.
Grr, that's right, Greg. Hey, you know what? For the first time this season, the BGC road trip featured all contests that were district matchups, so that means the stakes are just getting higher. And let's kick things off with the Battling Beavers, who are at home tonight. Falls City Beavers hosting the Yorktown Wildcats, and this game saw big plays early on. First offensive snap, Wildcats QB Cade Martin throws to a wide-open Andres Archuleta for a 56-yard touchdown, and Yorktown leads 7-0 after just 12 seconds. But the Battling Beavers come right back. Ensuing drive, quarterback Braylon Johnson rolls out, and then he finds Hunter Crawford, and down the sideline he goes for a 66-yard house call. Two-point conversion was good, and Falls City goes up 8-7. We got the Poth just in time for their run out tonight. The Pirates hosting the West Campus Cougars. Pirates ball. QB Zane Robbie fires a quick pass to Matthew Bunn, and watch Bunn go to work, maneuvering through the defense until they tackle him down finally at the 5-yard line. Very next play, Robbie calls his own number, quarterback keeper to the left for a 5-yard touchdown run, and the Pirates strike first in the first quarter, going up 7-0. The student section right here at Floresville being loud for us tonight. The Tigers hosting Beeville Jones. Third quarter opening drive. Beeville running back Darion Perez takes the handoff, and he scores a 25-yard touchdown, capping off, get this, a 15-play 8-minute drive, and the Trojans lead 21-10. Going to the scoreboard now. Falls City takes it 48-20. Poth wins 78-0, and Beeville Jones wins 24-17. So that means Floresville now is 3-3 overall, 0-1 in district. Greg, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Larry. Time now for Fan Cam. You, our fans, help us cover one of the big games in our big game coverage tonight. Here's our Andrew Seeley.
Fans are fired up tonight in the Coliseum, ready to host Kerrville Tivy, and the home team gets on the board first thanks to defense. Jackson Hopper comes up with an interception in plus territory. That leads to a 27-yard field goal from Daniel Aranda, so the Warriors now lead 3-0. Next possession, Antlers march right down the field. Handoff goes to Logan Edmonds, and he's in for the 1-yard score, part of a 12-0 run from Tivy, and they go up 12-3. Warriors respond in the second quarter. This time quarterback Jake Strachan rolls out to the right and finds Mason Kruger in the end zone for the 6-yard touchdown. And the extra point is good to make it a 12-10 game.
That is the score as Fan Cam departs midway through the second quarter. Piper trailing Kerrville Tivy 12-10. From the Warrior Coliseum, Andrew Seeley, KSAT 12 Sports.
All right, thanks a lot, Andrew. Let's see if that has gone final. It has. Piper falls to Kerrville Tivy 54-30, and San Marcos outlasts Clemens tonight 28-24. Of course, if you want more highlights and more scores, just go to KSAT.com right now, and also BigGameCoverage.com.
Absolutely, got you covered.
We're waiting for it. Yep.
Yeah, thanks, Greg.
We'll be right back in 2 minutes.
All right, let's get you one final look at that weekend forecast, starting off with our Saturday. We'll start off in the 60s. I do think we will find a little bit more sunshine tomorrow compared to what we saw out there today, helping highs climb into the upper 80s, near about 90. More of the same for your Sunday and really into the beginning of next week. And then fingers crossed for that potential front that works in Wednesday into that Thursday time frame, not just for some drier air on the backside of that, but also for a few rain chances.
All right, we're holding on to that, Mia. Thank you.
That's it for the Night Beat. Have a great weekend.
Good morning. San Antonio starts at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Have a fabulous weekend, as Steve said, and we're back.